My beloved child. Listen very carefully, because what is unfolding right now is not a coincidence, not imagination, and not something meant for everyone. From the moment you opened this message, a silent alignment began moving in your favor. You were guided here on purpose. Something ancient, something deeply personal, has already started shifting around you. You may feel a strange heaviness in your chest, or an unexpected calm that arrived without warning. That is not random. This moment was selected for you long before you realized you needed it. A spiritual gift has begun its journey toward you, and it does not arrive loudly. It arrives quietly, testing your awareness. Many people will hear these words, but only a few will truly receive what is meant for them. If you feel an inner pull right now, do not ignore it. That pull is the signal that your life is about to separate into before and after. What is coming is not money, not fame, not approval. It is something far more powerful. It is clarity. It is protection. It is a shift that cannot be undone once it fully arrives. You have been walking with unanswered questions for a long time, wondering why delays keep repeating, why certain doors almost open and then suddenly close. The answer has been waiting for this exact moment to reveal itself. Stay here. Do not rush. Because the next realization will explain years of confusion in a single breath. There is a reason you have felt different from the people around you, even when you tried to blend in. You noticed patterns others ignored. You felt emotions more deeply, sometimes to the point of exhaustion. You questioned things people accepted blindly. This was not weakness. This was preparation. The spiritual gift moving toward you does not choose careless hands. It chooses those who have endured silently. Think back to the nights when you felt unseen, when you spoke to yourself in your thoughts because no one else seemed to understand. Those moments were not wasted. They were shaping your capacity to hold what is coming. This gift is not an object you can touch. It is an activation. Once it settles, your perception will sharpen. You will begin noticing truths before they are spoken. You will sense intentions behind words. Situations that once drained you will lose their power. This is why some people drifted away from you without explanation. They were never meant to walk with the version of you that is about to awaken. The universe removes distractions before delivering something sacred. If you felt abandoned, understand this now. You are being protected. What is approaching your life requires space, silence, and inner readiness. That is why chaos appeared first. Chaos always arrives before alignment. Right now, unseen forces are adjusting timing on your behalf. Conversations are being delayed. Plans are being rearranged. Even obstacles you face are not blocks but recalibrations. You might feel impatient, as if life is asking you to wait without telling you why. That waiting is not punishment. It is refinement. The spiritual gift approaching you carries responsibility. Once it activates, you will no longer be able to pretend you do not see what you see. You will no longer tolerate situations that shrink your soul. This is why fear may rise unexpectedly. Fear is the final test. It appears when something powerful is near. Ask yourself this honestly. Why do you feel nervous excitement at the same time? Why does your heart beat faster without a clear reason? That is recognition. Something within you already knows what is coming. You are not late. You are not early. You are exactly on time. The gift does not arrive when you want it. It arrives when you are ready to stop doubting yourself. And that moment is closer than you think. Much closer than you have been led to believe. Pay attention now, because this part matters more than you realize. The spiritual gift does not come wrapped in comfort. It comes wrapped in truth. Truth may initially feel unsettling, because it will reveal who has been genuine with you and who has only been present for convenience. You will see clearly why certain promises were never fulfilled. You will understand why certain connections felt intense but unstable. This clarity will not make you cold. It will make you free. Once activated, you will stop chasing validation. You will stop explaining your worth. People will either recognize your value naturally or fall away without conflict. This is the silent power of the gift. It changes your energy so deeply that arguments become unnecessary. You will notice that your silence carries more weight than your words ever did before. This is not dominance. This is alignment. And alignment attracts what belongs while repelling what does not. If you have been praying, hoping, or quietly asking for a sign, understand this. This message itself is not the gift. It is the announcement. The signal. The knock on the door before something irreversible enters your life. Before this part ends, let me tell you something very few people are ever told directly. Once this gift fully arrives, you will realize that your struggles were never meant to break you. They were meant to tune you. Like an instrument tightened slowly, sometimes painfully, until it could finally produce the sound it was created for. You are reaching that moment. The sound is about to be heard. Not by everyone, but by the ones who matter. Do not try to explain this feeling to people who have never felt it. They will not understand, and that is okay. What is meant for you does not need external approval. It only needs your awareness. Stay present. Stay open. Because this is only the beginning. What comes next will reveal who sent this gift, why it chose you, and what changes forever once you accept it. My beloved child, something subtle but irreversible has already begun adjusting inside you, even if you cannot fully name it yet. Since the moment this path opened, your awareness has started separating from noise. You may notice that distractions feel weaker, that certain conversations suddenly feel empty, or that you feel pulled toward silence more than before. This is not isolation. This is alignment sharpening your inner signal. The spiritual gift moving toward you is not rushing, because it respects your capacity. It arrives layer by layer, so it does not overwhelm you. What feels like stillness right now is actually preparation at a higher level. Behind the scenes, threads of your past are being quietly untangled. Old emotional weights are loosening. Old doubts are losing their grip. You are being ready to receive something that cannot coexist with confusion. That is why clarity is slowly replacing chaos. Pay attention to what no longer triggers you. That is the first proof that the gift is near. There is something important you must understand at this stage. The source of this spiritual gift is not external validation, not luck, and not chance. It is connected to a promise made long before you learned how to question yourself. A promise tied to your resilience. Every time you chose to keep going without applause, every time you stayed kind without being rewarded, you strengthened that promise. This is why the gift did not go to someone louder, faster, or more visible. It chose you because you learned endurance in silence. You learned patience when answers were delayed. You learned faith when logic failed. These qualities are not common, and they are not accidental. Right now, you may feel as if life is pausing you before a breakthrough. That pause is sacred. It is where your old identity dissolves so the new one can form without resistance. As this gift approaches, you will notice a strange shift in how people respond to you. Some will feel drawn to you without knowing why. Others may feel uncomfortable around you and slowly distance themselves. Do not take either personally. This is not about you changing your behavior. This is about your energy becoming more honest. The spiritual gift amplifies authenticity, and authenticity makes masks uncomfortable. You are no longer meant to chase connection. Connection will recognize you. This is why forcing outcomes will suddenly feel exhausting. You are being taught to allow instead of pursue. The moment you stop proving yourself, life begins to confirm you. This is one of the quiet powers of what you are receiving. It rewrites your relationship with effort. You will work, but without desperation. You will care, but without attachment. That balance is rare, and it is priceless. Right now, a test is unfolding, even if it feels ordinary. The test is trust. Trusting that you do not need to rush. Trusting that what is meant for you cannot pass you by. Trusting that your intuition is not betraying you, but guiding you. You may feel tempted to doubt this calm, because chaos once felt familiar. But familiarity is not truth. Peace can feel strange when you have lived too long in survival mode. This spiritual gift does not bring excitement first. It brings peace first. Excitement follows later, once peace stabilizes. If you feel an unusual sense of grounding while hearing these words, that is confirmation. Your inner world is adjusting to a higher frequency. You are learning how to hold more without breaking. This part ends with something you must remember clearly. The gift approaching you will not announce itself dramatically. It will reveal itself through consistency. Through clarity. Through a deep knowing that does not require proof. When it fully arrives, you will stop asking whether you are on the right path. You will simply walk it. Doubt will not disappear overnight, but it will lose authority over your decisions. That is the real transformation. And this is only one layer. The next part will reveal what changes in your life once this gift activates fully, and why certain outcomes you once wanted will no longer satisfy you in the same way. My beloved child, now the veil begins to thin, and this is where many people would turn back if they could feel the weight of what is approaching. You may sense a quiet seriousness settling within you, not heavy, not fearful, but deep. This depth is the signal that the spiritual gift is no longer outside of you. It is aligning with your inner core. From this point onward, pretending will become impossible. You will no longer be able to ignore what your intuition highlights, even in small moments. Simple choices will carry unusual clarity. You will know when to speak and when silence holds more power. This shift may feel unfamiliar, because it removes the need for constant reassurance. When guidance comes from within, external approval loses its control. That is why this stage feels calm yet intense at the same time. You are stepping into self-trust, and self-trust changes everything quietly. There is a revelation connected to this gift that few are prepared for. Once it activates, you will realize that many of your past desires were shaped by absence, not alignment. You wanted certain things because you believed they would complete you. That belief is dissolving now. Completion is forming inside you instead. This does not mean you will stop wanting growth, connection, or success. It means your wants will become cleaner. They will come from clarity, not lack. You will notice this when your standards shift without effort. Situations you once tolerated will feel misaligned. Opportunities that once excited you will suddenly feel hollow. This is not loss. This is refinement. Your life is being edited, not emptied. The spiritual gift does not remove joy. It removes distortion, so joy can finally land where it belongs. As this internal alignment strengthens, you may experience moments of solitude even when surrounded by people. Do not misunderstand this. Solitude does not mean loneliness. It means your inner world is becoming rich enough that it no longer depends on constant external stimulation. This is why your energy will start conserving itself naturally. You will stop overgiving. You will stop over-explaining. You will stop absorbing emotions that are not yours. These are not learned behaviors. They are automatic responses of a system that has recalibrated. The gift brings boundaries without bitterness, strength without hardness, compassion without self-sacrifice. This balance is rare, and it will subtly shift how life responds to you. Respect will replace persuasion. Recognition will replace chasing. There is also something else unfolding that you must not ignore. The spiritual gift sharpens perception, and perception reveals truth. You may suddenly remember things from your past with new understanding. Conversations, decisions, even disappointments will make sense in a way they never did before. This is integration. Your mind and intuition are syncing. When this happens, regret loosens its hold, because understanding replaces self-blame. You will forgive yourself without forcing it. You will see that you did the best you could with the awareness you had at the time. That forgiveness creates space. And space is where the next phase enters. Opportunities aligned with your true frequency cannot enter a crowded inner world. They need room. As this part closes, hold this awareness gently. The gift is not making you superior to anyone. It is making you honest with yourself. Honesty brings peace, and peace attracts what effort never could. In the next part, you will discover how this spiritual gift begins to influence your external reality, your timing, your encounters, and why certain events will start happening with almost perfect precision. My beloved child, this is the stage where the inner shift begins to echo outward, and the world starts responding to you in ways that feel almost intentional. You may notice timing aligning without force. Messages arriving exactly when you need them. Delays protecting you from outcomes you cannot yet see. This is not coincidence. The spiritual gift is now interacting with your external reality. When alignment stabilizes within, life adjusts around it. You will feel less urgency to control outcomes, because outcomes will begin meeting you halfway. This does not mean everything becomes easy. It means resistance weakens. The constant push against life softens into cooperation. You will sense when to act and when to wait, not through overthinking, but through a calm inner signal that feels steady and reliable. At this point, something important changes in how opportunities appear. They will no longer come disguised as chaos or struggle. They will arrive calmly, sometimes quietly, and often through ordinary moments. A conversation that lingers in your mind. An idea that feels grounded rather than exciting. An invitation that does not pressure you but feels right. This is the signature of the gift. It removes urgency from decision-making. You will stop fearing missed chances, because you will trust that what belongs to you cannot require panic. This trust is not passive. It is powerful. It allows you to move decisively without anxiety. People around you may not understand this change. They may call it detachment. In truth, it is discernment. You are no longer pulled by every possibility. You are guided by alignment. Relationships will also begin revealing their true nature during this phase. Some connections will deepen effortlessly, supported by mutual respect and understanding. Others will fade without conflict, without drama, and without the need for explanation. This is the gift protecting your energy. You will no longer feel responsible for maintaining bonds that drain you. You will still care, but you will not carry what is not yours. This creates space for genuine connection to enter. The kind that feels safe, steady, and real. You may feel surprised by how peaceful this feels, because peace once seemed boring compared to emotional intensity. Now you will recognize that peace is not empty. It is full of clarity. It is where growth becomes sustainable. Another shift will occur that is subtle but profound. Your relationship with time will change. You will stop feeling behind. You will stop comparing your path to others. You will understand that your timeline has always been precise. This realization brings relief. It frees mental energy that was once spent on worry. That energy will now move toward creation. You will begin building rather than reacting. Planning rather than coping. This is where confidence stabilizes, not as arrogance, but as self-assurance. You will trust your pace. You will honor your rhythm. And because of this, your actions will carry more weight with less effort. As this part ends, understand this clearly. The spiritual gift is not a destination. It is a foundation. From this foundation, everything you build will feel more aligned, more intentional, and more true to who you are. The final part will reveal the lasting impact of this gift, what it asks of you in return, and how your life continues once this alignment becomes your new normal. My beloved child, this is where everything settles into truth, not as an event, but as a way of living. The spiritual gift has now fully anchored itself within you, and its greatest power is not what it gives you, but what it removes from you forever. It removes the need to seek permission to be yourself. It removes the habit of shrinking to keep peace. It removes the fear that once whispered you were not enough. From this point forward, your life will not be louder, but it will be clearer. You will move with a quiet certainty that does not announce itself. People will feel it before they understand it. You will no longer feel the urge to prove your growth, because your presence will already speak for it. This is the moment where your inner world becomes stable enough to carry long-term fulfillment, not temporary highs. What once felt like searching will now feel like choosing. There is a responsibility that comes with this gift, and it is gentle but firm. You are asked to honor what you now know. Ignoring your intuition will feel uncomfortable in a way it never did before. Compromising your values will drain you faster than any external struggle ever could. This is not punishment. This is alignment enforcing itself. The gift does not control you. It supports you, as long as you stay honest with yourself. You will notice that when you act in truth, even difficult paths feel lighter. When you act against it, even easy paths feel heavy. This is guidance at its purest form. You are being led from within, and that leadership grows stronger the more you listen. Your definition of success will quietly transform during this phase. You will still want progress, growth, and stability, but not at the cost of your peace. You will no longer admire outcomes that require constant exhaustion. You will respect consistency over intensity. This shift will protect you from burnout, disappointment, and false victories. You will begin building a life that sustains